Please be seated. Firstly, I think Dr. Chintan Pathak will be, or Yuvraj Singh will be speaking few words, and then Mr. Chintan will be speaking, and then we will take the question answers which we come across day in and out, and which are very important for us, all of us. So, Mr. Yuvraj Singh, please. Mr. Yuvrajsinh Gohil is ACP Cybercrime Surat. So all the legal aspects, all the regarding all these matters will be covered by him.
Good evening, everyone. Since it is a last session, I won't take so much time because I know you will be tired. But I would like to thank all the organizers for inviting me on a discussion on a very important topic, that is cyber security. As a doctor and as a police, we both are fighters. As a police, we are fighting against anti-social elements, and as a doctor, you are fighting against anti-health elements. But while fighting against our enemies, we come across and we become victim of health-related issues or anti-social elements. So I would like to have some words on a real-time basis that we come across where as a doctors or as a hospitals are becoming victim of cybercrime. In this modern age, we all are using mobiles, internet, laptop, computers. It is part of our daily life. But while using it, there is one famous proverb. Our power of science has outrun our power of humanity. Our power of science has outrun a power of humanity because we have guided missiles and misguided men. But this proverb proves only in case of cyber fraudsters. That is very 5 to 10% people of our world, common world. So I would like to first quote some examples where doctors were become victim of cyber crime. I will discuss real-time examples so that you come across and you also get some clues that what type of precautions we have to take while using internet, mobile, or while having social media chats or having financial transactions online. In one case, generally we find that doctors' social media accounts get hacked. There are in many ways. Sometimes you get requests from social media accounts like Facebook or Instagram that your colleague who is also a doctor, you find same photograph of your colleague, and they will ask for some money that they are in need of some money. So after checking his photograph and his or her message, you will directly try to pay because on the other side they will try that they will not they are in meeting or they are in some important work, so they won't talk. So directly they will not talk, and by messaging they will give UPI ID or banking details, and as a good friend we will pay money. But after paying money, we will come to know that the person who was asking for money was not your friend. He or she was pretending to be your friend, but they just used photo of your friend while chatting with you. Same is the case in WhatsApp. So for that, I would like to request you all that whenever you use your social media accounts, try to make your social media accounts private and locked, so that the people who are not your friends on social media just don't use your photographs or your basic details, so that you can't become victim of that type of fraud. At the same time, we all are also using online shopping portals, various online shopping sites for day-to-day purchases, and at the same time also equipment related to medical. But I would like to request you all that try to use authorized online platforms. We all know Myntra, Flipkart, Amazon. Just try to use authorized portals to use it, and don't just buy anything. Just you on the social media pages where we find Facebook and Instagram advertisements. There you will find products very cheap, but soon after paying the money, you won't get that product, and you will become victim of cyber frauds. These are the basic examples which we find doctors approach us as a cyber cell Surat City. But there are many other aspects also. As a hospital, as your institution, how you have to be cyber safe. In that case, we all have hospitals data, our patients data, and there are some administrative people whom you have hired to manage that data. So we come across many cases where hospital doctor come to us and they say that their personal data of their patients and their medical histories have been stolen or have been given to other competitors. So I would like to request you that whenever you store your data, the personal data related to your hospitals, just make sure that the trustworthy person or only protects it, and just make a secondary data backup so that whenever you find a loss of data, you have access to second copy on your servers or in your pen drives or hard drive so that you can access that data. There was one case, I would not give name of the hospital, but one of the famous hospital of Surat City became the victim of a SIM swap. Each and every hospital is having their bank accounts in the name of their banks. So generally, cyber fraudsters just take the leaked data of the bank accounts related connected to your banks, and they will try to switch off their SIM card. They will issue another SIM card with the same details, and when you find that you will get OTP, but after getting OTP, you won't be using that SIM card, and the other SIM card has been activated in your name, that hospital's name, that the KYC you have given in hospital's mobile number. And so when you find that the mobile number connected to your banking accounts, if you find there is no network for more than half an hour, or you find some SMS for some OTP, but that you haven't done a financial transaction, try to contact your SIM card provider if your network is not there for more than half hour, and just check it whether another SIM card has been issued by another cyber fraudster. And if you will check it, we have find two, three good examples also that by awareing, the person was aware that if I don't get my network for more than half an hour, I have to contact a SIM card provider. And so two or three people have just was having very good knowledge about that, and they don't get their SIM card new, and the money was saved by them. Another case was of ransomware. You all know about AIMS data breach. So it's a humble request that whenever you use your basic data, you just store it in another server also, and you should have a backup of your data so that, and the person who is handling your computers and basic infrastructure just try to avoid clicking unknown links or unknown applications so that the data breach don't happen, and try to use a good level of Firefox and antivirus applications so that you don't become victim of ransomware. We find across many hospitals fake Google pages online. There are many doctors, for them, appointment is very hard. So generally, the cyber fraudsters use the name of that hospital as well as their doctors, and they make fake Google page of their doctor or hospital. And after making that Google page, the person generally search for that doctor or that hospital. They come across very first name on Google, and they will think that the site is right. But unfortunately, the first or second probably sites becomes wrong on Google, and they just end up paying money for appointments of that doctor. So I would like to request you that just if you have your personal pages on Google as a doctor or as a hospital, try to check whether there are any other pages in the name of yourself or their hospital. And if you find some another name or fake page in the name of your hospital or yourself, just try to report on Google, or else you try to contact a cyber cell. So we will report on Google LERS portal and we will remove their pages. Uh, there are many fake websites of famous hospitals. We come across one case where there was a case of kidney buy. You will get 4 crore if you sell your kidney. And the page was made up of a very renowned hospital of India. We cracked that case and we arrested more than 6 Nigerians connected to this type of fraud. So same is the case. You just check whether there is any fake websites in the name of your hospital or what. There are also cases of email spoofing. You as a hospital or as a doctor, you sometimes you communicate with the other vendors on through email. So while connecting with emails, you will get one email from your vendor from where you are buying your medical equipment. They will give you bank account that you have to pay your money on this bank account. And generally, by seeing basic initial header, you will find that the mail is same, which we are communicating since last 2 years or 3 years, and you will end up paying money. But after this, you will research that email, you will find some another header. There will be some minor mistake. For example, yuvraj.gohil@gmail.com. They will write Yuvraj Gohil, but there will be two L in the spelling of that mail. So my humble request that whenever you are communicating with your email through any financial transaction, you just check the email spelling. Is it right? If the email spelling is right, then only you end up paying money. As a common citizen also, we should take some precautions so that we don't become victim of cybercrime. There are Google customer care number fraud. So generally, when we want some contact number of any banks or any restaurants, any hotels or any contact number, we generally try to Google it. And while we Google it, we find the first or second number of the hotel or any banks which we are requiring, and we will just end up dialing that number. And after dialing that number, they will make you download any applications, and you will end up having a victim of cyber fraud. So generally, you prefer that whenever you want any official number of banks or any hotels or any restaurants, try to take the customer care number from their official website rather than Googling it. So it will be good for you if you try to take numbers from official websites. Generally, there are some cases where emails are being hacked or your social media accounts are being hacked only because sometimes it is get hacked by passwords. We just make our passwords very easy so that we can remember it. We just use our initial name, our surnames, or our date of birth, which are very easy to get it. So just try to make use our passwords very strong by using capital letters, small letters, alphabets, as well as some symbols, and at the same time digits. And just avoid using your date of birth or your names in making your passwords. And try to make your social media passwords as well as your banking passwords different. Because in case some your password has been hacked on your social media, so it don't affect your financial transactions. So make your passwords different as well as strong. There are some fraud. The topic was the credit card fraud. There are many ways in which credit card frauds have been happening since all over India. So whenever you get you apply for credit card, after some days you will get a credit card at your address. After getting address, very next day you will get call that for activation you have to give OTP.
2 minutes, sir.
You have to. They will ask for OTP. So it's a humble request that whenever any person, whether it is bank or credit card company, never share your personal details like PIN, CVV, OTP on phone. it might be possible that cyber fraudsters are calling you and you will not know that they are not banking persons or credit card persons, they are cyber fraudsters. So you will end up becoming victim of cyber fraud. There are many other frauds happening with common citizens. Just to name few: investment related fraud, policy related fraud, matrimonial fraud. You just make one single formula for you that never share your personal details with anyone online. If you will just follow this basic funda, 99% cases, in 99% cases, cyber criminals will be failing to contact you and cheating you. And whenever you try to use your social media accounts, just make it private, lock, and two-factor authentication. If there will be two-factor authentication in your financial transactions, emails, or any social media accounts, there will be very less chances that your accounts will be get hacked and you will become a cyber victim. And there was one topic of a mobile theft also, which is very common issue with every citizens. So the government of Gujarat has taken a wonderful initiative, and they have done an initiative by launching EFIRs. So you don't have to visit police stations if your mobile has become has stolen. So generally you have to visit a citizen portal app or a site that is www.gujhome, G-U-J-H-O-M-E, gujhome.gujarat.government.in. And you have to report your mobile theft case with your mobile bill and your ID cards. Government will take actions, and in most of the cases, we have find that after lodging the FIRs, people have got their mobiles back. And if you become victim of mobile stolen, there is one another site that is www.ceir.government.in, where you can block your IMEI number. So that if in case fraudsters use your mobile, they won't be able to use your mobile, because your IMEI, that is International Mobile Equipment Identification number, will be blocked, and they will not able to use their mobile phones. Because of lack of time, I will be very.
Sir, you can continue. If anything left, please continue.
Yeah, you can continue for the mobile, sir. No problem.
Mobile, it is enough that you have two sites for blocking. That is ceir.government.in site, where you can block your IMEI number. So in case somebody take your mobile, then also they won't be able to use it. And the other is www.gujhome, G-U-J-H-O-M-E.gujarat.government.in site, where you can register your mobile theft cases. And police will try their level best to catch that mobile thefter, and they will recover your mobile as soon as possible. And there are timelines in the cases. In 30 days, police has to report the documents in the court after launching of EFIR. So your work will be in a very speedy way, and at the same time, you won't have to visit police stations. That's all from my side. Definitely, if you will be having any questions, we will take it on after Chintan will finish that discussion. Thank you very much.
Yes, Dr. Chintan Bhai.
Really thankful to you, Gohil sir, who actually came over here and presentation we made. I'm very thankful, sir, to the this conference, and very thankful to the city, sir, for us. So sir actually covered almost all the topics which are basically, with the general people and particularly the doctor fraternity. I'm just sharing some of the very important parts which is also very important as far as our day-to-day work is concerned. Now I want to ask you that whenever you are communicating with on the internet, which is the important thing that you need to keep in mind, which is the important communication way. વસ્તુ છે આપણે જેનાથી વધારે કમ્યુનિકેશન આપણે પેલી કરવું હોય તો વસ્તુ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે આપણે if you are communicating, and just you are giving you example that if you are just want to open the social media account તો શું જોઈએ એના માટે ઈમેલ જોઈએ તમારું, right? તમારે કોઈ ડેટાને આપણે કરવી હોય, તમારે કોઈ વસ્તુની ઇન્ફોર્મેશન તો તમારે ઈમેલ એકાઉન્ટ જોઈએ, right? So again, that what I personally feel, and across the number of cases, what I view that they're also explained very well about the how to make the password. But at the same time, tomorrow email કેટલો secure છે તમને ખબર છે ખરી? How can you know that whether your email is secure or not? કોઈને ખબર પડે છે? Anyway, તો એક વેબસાઇટ છે, તમે લખી લો નામ have I been pwned, HAVEI have I been pwned.com. Now actually this website is a repository of the data breaches. જેટલા data breaches થયા તે બધા email ની એની અંદર repository છે. Now what is there? તમે તમારો email ID once you put over there, then whether your email ID once તમે એને ક્લિક કરશો ઉપર સર્ચ કરશો whether it's going to be a compromise, તો એ તમને red માં દેખાશે. And if in the green, then you are secure. Yeah, have I been pwned? HAVEIBEENPWNED pwned. Have I been pwned? Right. So this side actually give you. See, it is basically covers some of the database. See, okay. Now once you register mail, you register yourself over here with your number. It's going to be intimate કે તમારો ફ્યુચરમાં બી કોઈ વસ્તુ તમારી જો કોમ્પ્રોમાઇઝ તમારો થાય, it's going to be intimate. Now see, this particular site is just give you a hint, but એનો મતલબ એવો નથી. હું always used to say that treat your password as your toothbrush. કે તમારો જે પાસવર્ડ છે તેને ટૂથબ્રશ જેવી રીતે સર્વ કરવાનો છે. કેવી રીતે તમે તમારો ટૂથબ્રશ 6 મહિના વર્ષ સુધી વાપર્યા કરો છો એટલે yes or no? So you need to change it within 3 months or 6 months at least. Sir rightly mentioned that you can, your password should be 20 to 15 characters. It should be a combination of alphanumerical special character.
Yeah.
Now, question is that how can you remember your password? This is the biggest question for everybody. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
So, is there any way that sir, you are not supposed to, make your password as your name or surname, your birth date, your mobile number? I have a number of cases when the Facebook account compromised. The lady come to us and she told me that my account was hacked. So I just asked her what exactly you provided. So she provided her number on the profile, and I asked her that what exactly your password? Sir, my mobile number is my password. Now she said that my account is hacked. Now see, people are basically unaware about how to put their password. Now how can you remember your password? This is my question now. Our password to banana, how can you remember the password? Anyway, your DigiLocker is the one way, but DigiLocker is fine. You can physically write કરી શકો, it is also fine. But કોઈ easy way, આ તો મારી પોતાની patent કરેલી copyrighted મારી matter છે, કોઈને કહેતા નહીં. I am just sharing my copyrighted. So this is my way. What I do that. આપણે India is a country of festivals, right? આપણે બહુ બધા ફેસ્ટિવલ વર્ષમાં બહુ બધા ફેસ્ટિવલ આવતા હોય, right? What can you do that? Every festival has તમારો જે ફેસ્ટિવલ હવે ધૂળેટી આવે છે કે દિવાળી આવે છે, કયા ડે પર આવે છે તમારે એને જોઈ લેવાનું છે, મંથ જોઈ લેવાનું છે, યર તમારે જોઈ લેવાનું છે, રાઈટ? So this is how you can make this password. And again that તમારો ત્યાં ટિક માર્ક કરી દેવાનું ત્યાં આગળ, બરાબર? Just સમજો. And then after you can just add your initial name, આગળ પાછળ તમારે જે એડ કરવા હોય ત્યાં કોમ્બિનેશન, રાઈટ? So at least 8 character નો તમારો પાસવર્ડ યર સાથેનો આખો બની જાય. So again that it will be a good to remember. તમારે ખાલી ટિક મારી હોય so at least you can so if તમે જો ટિક મારી હોય તો what happen, તમને ખાલી યાદ રહે કે ભાઈ આ મારો પાસવર્ડ આ રીતનો હતો, તમને કોઈને કહેવાની જરૂર નથી, રાઈટ? આખા મહિના વર્ષમાં તમારે 3 બી તમે કરો તો it is fine, it is completely fine. બીજું એક આવે છે પાસવર્ડ મેનેજર કરીને એક વેબસાઇટ છે, પાસવર્ડ મેનેજર. So here you can generate your password. So both strong password generate કરે. But again to the website, so you store your password. બરાબર? Again that what can you do? તમે આમાંથી major character તમારા બદલી શકો છો, and every time you can write physically also. Don't save your password in your phone or any devices, right? Because see, I always used to say that when તમારા ઘણીવાર સવાલ પૂછો how many applications in your phone right now? કેટલી application છે તમારા મોબાઈલમાં અત્યારે?
20 or so.
20. કેટલી બેન? મોબાઈલમાં કેટલી એપ્લિકેશન તમારા મોબાઈલમાં અત્યારે કેટલી એપ્લિકેશન છે? 50. ઓકે. એની વાત પાછળ કેટલી એપ્લિકેશન? Yeah, I think mostly that we don't know that how many applications in your phone, right? So that is the trouble with us. We never know how many applications in our phone. Now, એક સીધો સાધો ફંડા છે આજે સવારે મેં તમને વાત કરી કે 45 crore spyware in the already compromised mobile phone. 105 application આપણી જે computer emergency response team છે has reported this thing આપણી government ની જે છે. So again that what happened that every application which you install in your phone between you and the developer is there is one legal techno legal contract. Now what is the contract? Contract શું છે? Contract એવો છે કે ભાઈ એક તમને બે લાઈન કહું છું કે the information which are sharing the information that this particular information you are providing us voluntarily. એટલે whatever information now તમે access નું આપ્યું છે ને you are accessing the phone of contact detail, your microphone, your camera, your media files, your file, everything that you access is voluntary. You are giving a permission, right? Second thing, we are sharing this information with any third party. એટલે કે બીજા કોઈ બી third party સાથે અમે share કરીશું. પછી આપણે એવું વિચારીએ કે મારો ફોન નંબર મને પેલા કોલ ક્યાંથી આવે છે પેલો કોલ ક્યાંથી આવે because that only voluntary you are providing this all information to this other developer. હવે કઈ ઇન્ફોર્મ તમારી પાસે કયા એપ્લિકેશન જેની ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે? See, minimum application you need to put in your phone, right? Don't put so many application in your phone, right? What you need, if you are using one wallet like Paytm, just use the Paytm. Don't just going to be transfer with the PayU money or E money or there are number of there are offers. So offers available. Don't do that. Just swap. Secondary, what can you do that? I question हमने दुनिया पूछा है कि लोग पहले से कही दो कि just if you have a mobile phone is very cheap right now. So if you have afford the second phone, then if you are using the second phone, just use that phone for financial transaction. Don't use that phone for any social media interaction, right? Because see, now and then we are associated with a different kind of group. તમારો એક group છે medical માં group છે આ group છે family group છે. So there are number of groups that people are sharing lot of information, right? So every time key information key આવી you are clicking on some link and a particular link what happens that it compromise your phone. So if you want to use your financial transaction, just use in the different phone. Only install your bank application and just do the transaction. Don't install any other application in that particular phone, right? So this is the safest way actually if you are using your phone. But otherwise, if you are we are in the field, so we are keep updating ourselves. So maybe that 99% એવું કહી શકે કે અમે કોમ્પ્રોમાઇઝ નહીં રહે બટ સ્ટીલ મેં કાલે સવારે જ મેં કીધું કે વી ઓલ આર વિક્ટિમ રાઈટ એટલે હું એમ કહેતો હું કે ભાઈ હું વિક્ટિમ નથી એવું નથી એવરી ઇઝ વિક્ટિમ નંબર ક્યારે કોનો આવે કઈ રીતે નેવર નો રાઈટ સો ધ ફર્સ્ટ થિંગ ઇઝ ધેટ ઇન ધ સાયબર વર્લ્ડ ઇઝ યોર અવેરનેસ ધ ફર્સ્ટ ડિફરન્સ ઇઝ યોર અવેરનેસ તમે જેટલા જાગૃત છો જેટલા સારી રીતે જાગૃત છો તેટલું તમારે એક વાત બીજી કે ઇફ યુ વોન્ટ ટુ રજિસ્ટર એન્ડ ઇફ you are victimized, then you can register your complaint with the 1930. This is a very important cyber helpline by the Indian government. Pehla cyber aswast Gujarat ni the helpline. Now this is the national helpline number 1930. And second, there is the cybercrime.gov.in is a government portal. Then you can register your crime. If the female is victimized, you can also register your anonymously. You cannot give your identity, and anonymously you can register your complaint. And again, that you track your complaint. તમારા relevant police station માં જ્યાંથી હશે ત્યાંથી તમને ફોન આવી જશે and you can go over there. So there are number of things, there are number of initiatives taken by the government working hard and closely working with the government. That's why I'm telling you, each and every month there are the capacity building programs going on in the government, particularly police force ની વાત હોય, public prosecutors ની વાત હોય, or maybe the judges ની વાત હોય. So that is, but as a citizen, there is our duty that we need to be keeping in mind everything, that આપણી પોતાની બી alertness ની સાથે એટલી જરૂરી છે. So with that note, I am concluding. Secondary જે સરે વાત કરી થોડીક enhance એટલા માટે કરતો છું કે at least you need to be keep double check your privacy setting of your phone, કઈ રીતની માહિતી અને તમારું ગેજેટ તમારું જો ખોવાઈ જાય છે તો તમારે ઇનબિલ્ટ ગૂગલમાં find my device એક એપ્લિકેશન છે જેને મારે એક્ટિવ કરવાની છે. So find my device is also giving you a very good તમને ક્યાંથી તમારું ડિવાઇસ જો નેટ કનેક્શન હશે it will give you the way તમને ક્યાંથી ખબર પડી શકે રાઈટ કે ભાઈ અહીંયા તમારું even you can remotely access your recover your data, remotely erase your data if the application in your phone is activated, right? So similar for application is also in the iPhone also. So yes, with that note I am concluding over here. Now if any question please ask. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. And now I request Dr. Yatish Laktiwala to present a memento. Question, yeah.
Chintan.
Both modes are safe. Thing is, you have to check that whether you are using any mobiles or laptop. Just try to avoid unknown links to clicking unknown links. Otherwise, it is fine. You can use mobiles as well as laptop for your financial transaction.
Purchase and then it's good getting. So how do you know that these are the fake and these are the?
For that, just you try to avoid that type of website like Facebook. On you find advertisements on social media accounts also. Just try to purchase the items on authorized websites like Amazon, Flipkart, because there is no any a regular rules that this person is fake or not. We can't identify that fake.
Chintan, any clues? Any clues that this website is safe or this website is not safe?
Steve, just I'm giving you one of the example that if you are going to be, if you want to purchase some mobile phone and you are finding something on the Google, and the very next time that you can find some advertisement on the Facebook or any Twitter or any whatever your platform you are using, right? Now the offer like that, you can get the iPhone in the iPhone in the 10,000 or 5,000 or 7,000, right? So these are a very lucrative offering on the different kind of site. Mostly that's the kind of these things happen. Now we at that time we need to be use our common sense, because how can anyone can provide you the 10,000 one iPhone or maybe a two iPhone, right? So mostly all the advertisement like these are lucrative offers, right? And people are they are basically playing with the human tendency, right? They very understand what is the psychology of the human being. कहीं पे भी फ्री में मिलता है, कम में मिलता है, what we are doing, we are going to buy that particular thing, right? And that's the fraudster using all these things for their purposes. So again, that of course there are the number of relevant platforms, but the mostly what we suggested that don't buy from the unknown platform. At least you can just Google it. If the Google again they do not the Google, but at least you can go through it and just check the review whether the site is genuine or not. Because sometimes this fake site also reviews are listed on the Google, and there are a lot of complaints are also there. So at that way you can also know that. Okay.
Is there a way?
And you can do one of the options that you can click the COD, this cash on delivery offer. Don't pay directly. So we have recently one case when one fraudster have a number of websites. They are just registering the Pakistan server, and what they are doing, Pakistan they are hosting the service in the Pakistan, and again that just cover the money from the different person, almost 2-3 crore rupees, and then after he suddenly shut the website. Now people basically who are basically bought from this side, they lose their money. So again that this kind of things are happening. This is Surat case particularly. Yes. Yeah, did you take
Something you don't get it and you can complain on the cyber cell.
Yeah, see, you can file. This is the two things that you can file your complaint with the cyber cell. Again, that you can file your consumer complaint also, because you are a consumer, you are asking for the certain service and you are not providing. So you can also file the consumer case also same time. So both things there, and this is a cheating also. At the same time, local police station has a jurisdiction.
Sir, can we have a two-stage confirmation, both for purchasing and what sir has mentioned in email?
Two-factor authentication.
Two-stage authentication for purchasing as well as for payment. As sir has mentioned that if some email comes that you pay on this account, so can we confirm that account with our the service provider or whatever vendor we are there? Can we do it? That's what I'm asking.
For identifying bank account, that whether it is right or wrong, we can't just identify it, because the person who is seller, he might not be using his own account, or he or she might be using the company's account. So there is no any single platform where we can identify and we check the authenticity of bank account.
Chintan, do we have any clues regarding whether this website can be good or bad?
See, the first thing is that there is the HTTPS protocol with the hypertext transfer protocol secure. So again, that you can just go through with whether S is there. But every time with S is not necessary. But at the same time, you can also check the reviews of the site, because every time there are different reviews out there. So again, if you are installing any application, also same time the application reviews also there. So you need to be just go through with the application load. How many times basically install? Means how many downloaded? How many times? So 50,000 plus. Then again, it's maybe some reliable. Again, that is not there. You need to be checked the review. Who's the developer? Again, there is a verified developer or not. That also you need to be checked. Then and then you can install the application. Yes, or website. To add one point in this, you can also check spelling. If there is any spelling mistake, we will come to know the technical.
Email device ની app આપણે નામ કરવું. Device નામ ખોવાઈ ગયું.
ડિવાઇસ ઓન હશે અને ઇન્ટરનેટ ચાલુ હશે તો એ આપનો જે ડિવાઇસ છે તે આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ થઈ જશે. જનરલી કેવું થાય છે કે જ્યારે આપણો ડિવાઇસ ચોરી થઈ જાય છે, આપણે ફાઇનમાં એ જે ડિવાઇસ છે તે ઓન હોય છે, પણ એ જો ચોરી થયા બાદ ફોન ચાલુ નહીં હોય તો ઇટ વોન્ટ વર્ક. સોરી,
હેડસેટ ના હોય તો વાપરવાનું શું એમ?
નહીં નહીં કઈ રીતે શું ખબર પડશે આપનો ફોન ક્યાં છે તે? એ તો આ
ના સર,
જીમેલ સાથે લિંક કરેલો છે.
સર ફાઇન્ડ માય ડિવાઇસ
Find my device
છે જ નહીં હાથમાં તો.
ધોવાઈ ગયો હોય ત્યારના
મેઇલ જે લિંક હોય છે, મેઇલના માધ્યમથી આપણે લોગિન કરતા હોય છે. લોગિન કરીએ ને ત્યાં આપને અપડેટ આવશે મેઇલના માધ્યમથી. ત્યાંથી આપ ચેક કરી શકશો ભલે આપની ફોન ના હોય.
ઓકે, ધેટ્સ વોટ યસ.
પણ અહીંયા એક one of very important thing that I need to draw your attention. 99% લોકોને ખબર નથી હોતી because of કે એ લોકોએ જ્યારે પોતાનો એન્ડ્રોઈડ ફોન લીધો at that time એમાં કયું જીમેલ એકાઉન્ટ યુઝ કરવું. કોને ખ્યાલ છે ખરો આમાંથી કયું જીમેલ એકાઉન્ટ યુઝ કરવું? જેન યુ આર ટોટ. તો 90% people are basically don't know અને પછી બીજા બધા ઈમેલ એકાઉન્ટ બનાવી દીધા હોય, કોઈ પાસે લીધો હોય. તો ultimately that when you are buying your device and once first time you install that device, you need to be come up with the Gmail account and રાખી રાખવાનું because at the time of recovery is very important. So Gmail account and password જે installation once first time, it is very important to recover your data. Yes.
Contact number and physical address of that cybercrime branch.
So you can see the equivalence is located in equivalence on.
આપ જ્યારે સર્વર પેનના વિક્ટીમ થાવ છો તો તાત્કાલિક એક હેલ્પલાઇન નંબર છે 1930 જે ચિંતક સરે વાત કરી. 1930 ઉપર આ 24/7 વર્ક કરે છે, ઓલ ઓવર ઇન્ડિયા વર્ક કરે છે. જે ગુજરાતમાં છે તે ગાંધીનગર વર્ક કરે છે. તાત્કાલિક આપણે જે બેઝિક આપના ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ ફાઇનાન્શિયલ ફ્રોડના વિક્ટીમ થયા હોય તો આપના બેન્કિંગ એકાઉન્ટ જેમાંથી ફ્રોડ થયું છે, સોશિયલ મીડિયાના ફ્રોડ થયા હોય તો તેની જે બેઝિક ડિટેલ્સ છે આઈડીની તે ત્યાં આપ શેર કરશો, ત્યારબાદ તે લોકો તાત્કાલિક તેની ઉપર કાર્યવાહી કરશે. ઇન કેસ ઓફ ફાઇનાન્શિયલ ફ્રોડ, in no time they will freeze the account, opponent account, and after that you have to contact your local police stations, and there are basic rules and regulations of government. If the fraud is of more than 5 lakh, you have to contact local cyber crime cell for further details, and police will work on it.
સર એક મિનિટ આપણે એક પૂછ્યું
તો તમે કીધું એવું જ મારી સાથે હમણાં થયું છે. એક કોન્ફરન્સમાં જવા માટે ફી ભરવાની હતી, કોન્ફરન્સનું નામ નાખ્યું, પહેલી જે વેબસાઇટ આવી ડિક્ટો ઓરિજિનલ લોગો સાથેનું કમ્પ્લીટ અને બધું પેમેન્ટ કમ્પ્લીટ થઈ ગયું યુરોમાં, બિગ ફેટ અમાઉન્ટ. અને જ્યારે પેલું એનું એક્ટિવેશન વાઉચર નહીં આવ્યું ત્યારે મેં કોન્ટેક્ટ કર્યો. એ લોકોએ કીધું અમારે ત્યાં તમારું રજીસ્ટ્રેશન જ નથી. હજુ એ વેબસાઇટ ચાલુ છે. મેં 1930 પર એપ્લિકેશન કરી, ધ રિસ્પોન્સ વોઝ વેરી ગુડ. I gave all the details, but that website is working somewhere in Europe, I suppose. And it is still first. They are still following up. કે તમારા હસબન્ડનું તમારી વાઇફનું કેમ હજુ નથી કરાવ્યું? But that website was so official looking કે official website કરતા પણ સારી છે. હોટેલ એકાઉન્ટ, ટ્રેન, બધું જ વસ્તુ છે અને બિલકુલ ડિટો છે.
બેઝિક ડિટેલ્સ અત્યારે ઓન
ફર્સ્ટ
આપની જે ડિટેલ્સ છે ને એની સાથે જો આપને ટાઈમ હોય તો કાલે મને રૂબરૂ ડિટેલ્સ સાથે મળશો તો
સરનું પહેલું જ કહેવું હતું કે જ્યારે પણ અમારે આવા ડિસ્કશન થાય છે ને ત્યારે પર્સનલાઇઝ સવાલોના જવાબ અમારે આપવાના આવે એમ થાય છે. ઇટ્સ ઓકે, આપણા ડોક્ટરો માટે તો સર હંમેશા અવેલેબલ રહે છે. સર વાત એવી હતી, એક ઇલેક્ટ્રિસિટી બિલ વાળું એક વાત આવી હતી અને એમાં એવું થયું કે એક એમાં ફસાયો, બીજો ફસાયો, પણ મહિના સુધી લોકો ફસાયા. તો સર તમે ડાયરેક્ટ ભાઈ ઇલેક્ટ્રિસિટી જે મને કરતો હતો એક તલત ઝરમરિયા કેવું કે પેલું પેલા આકાશવાણીમાં એક જૂનું રેડિયો સ્ટેશનમાં આવતું કે તલત ઝરમરિયા કે એવી રીતના આખું આ સાયબર ફ્રોડ પણ હમણાં ટીવીના એમાં આવેલું હતું કે એવી જગ્યાએ બધા કાર્યાઓ બધા બેસીને જાણતા એવું. હા, એટલે મારો કહેવાનો મતલબ એ કે આપણે એક જણી કમ્પ્લેન આવી ત્યારથી તરત સ્ટોપ કરવા માટે આપણે શું કરી શકીએ? સર આમાં બહુ બધા હજુ તો ઇલેક્ટ્રિસિટી બિલનું હજુ પણ આવે.
Because Jamtara is supposed to be the cyber crime capital of India.
Yes, in Jharkhand. The basic modus operandi ને રિલેટેડ અલગ અલગ હોટસ્પોટ છે ઇન્ડિયામાં, જેમ કે જાણતા છે તો કસ્ટમર કેર રિલેટેડ છે. પછી જે વિડીયો કોલ નું જે ફ્રોડ થતું હોય છે તે રાજસ્થાનના મેવાત એરિયામાં વધારે છે ફ્રોડ હોય છે. જનરલી પોલીસ જે અલગ અલગ પ્રકારના જે સાયબર ક્રાઇમ થતા હોય છે મોડસ ઓપરેન્ડીના માધ્યમથી, તો તેને ટ્રેક કરતી હોય છે અને તરત તેના ઉપર વર્ક કરવાનું પણ કામ કરતી હોય છે. પણ જે સાયબર ફ્રોડસ્ટર છે તે પણ બહુ હાઈટેક થયા છે. જેમ આપણે બિઝનેસ કરતા હોય છે તો લોકોની શું ડિમાન્ડ છે તે આધારે આપણો બિઝનેસ આપણે ચેન્જ કરતા હોય છે. તે જ રીતે જ્યારે કોઈ પણ મોડસ ઓપરેન્ડીને આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરીને પોલીસ તેના ઉપર વર્કઆઉટ કરતી હોય છે અને પોલીસ સક્સેસફુલ થઈ જાય છે, ત્યારબાદ તેઓ તેની મોડસ ઓપરેન્ડી ચેન્જ કરી નાખે છે અને કોઈ અધર વે થી તે ફરીથી સાયબર ક્રાઇમ કરવાની કોશિશ કરે છે. એટલે બેઝિક થંબ રૂલ આપણે જો રાખશું ઇન્ટરનેટને યુઝ કરવામાં, જે સ્પીચમાં પણ કવર કર્યું કે કોઈ પણ અનનોન વ્યક્તિને આપણે કોઈ પર્સનલ ડિટેલ્સ નહીં આપીએ, કોઈ પણ અનનોન વ્યક્તિ ફ્રેન્ડ રિક્વેસ્ટ મોકલે કે વિડીયો કોલ કરે તો તેને આપણે એક્સેપ્ટ નહીં કરીએ, કોઈ અનનોન વ્યક્તિ સાથે કોઈ પણ પ્રકારના ફાઇનાન્શિયલ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન નહીં કરીએ, કોઈ અનનોન લિંકને ક્લિક નહીં કરીએ. તો આ બેઝિક જે થંબ રૂલ્સ છે, આપણી જે સોશિયલ મીડિયા પ્રોફાઇલ્સ છે, તે બને ત્યાં સુધી આપણે બહુ ઓવર એક્સપ્રેસિવ નહીં થઈએ. આપણી જે ઇન્ફોર્મેશન આપણે શેર કરવી છે આપણા ફ્રેન્ડ સુધી સીમિત રાખશું. તેની માટે આપણે આપણું જે સોશિયલ મીડિયા એકાઉન્ટ છે તેને પ્રાઇવેટ અને લોક રાખશું તથા તે હેક ન થાય તે માટે 2 ફેક્ટર ઓથેન્ટિકેશન રાખશું. આ ખૂબ જ મિનિમમ 8 થી 10 બેઝિક નિયમો છે. એ નિયમો આપણે ફોલો કરશું તો સામેવાળો વ્યક્તિ કોઈ પણ રીતે આપણને કોન્ટેક્ટ કરવાની કોશિશ કરશે, કોઈ નવા રીઝન થી કરશે, ઇલેક્ટ્રિસિટી બિલ આવ્યું, કાલે કોઈ બીજો બિલ ના કરશે. પણ જો આપણે બેઝિક રૂલ્સ મેં આપને કીધા એ ફોલો કરશું તો ક્યારે આપણે સાયબર ક્રાઇમ નો ભોગ નહીં બની શકીએ. તો બસ, અને સાયબર ક્રાઇમ નું સોલ્યુશન પોલીસને રિપોર્ટ કરીએ, પોલીસ કાર્યવાહી કરે તો છે જ, પણ એનું સોલ્યુશન સૌથી પહેલા આપણા પાસે જ છે. અવર સેફટી ઇઝ ઇન અવર હેન્ડ. તો આપણે બેઝિક પ્રિકોશન્સ રાખશું, એના પ્રિકોશન્સ રાખશું તો ક્યારે આપણે સાયબર ક્રાઇમ નો ભોગ નહીં.
યોગેશભાઈ, this is the last question.
એવું નથી લાગતું કે સાયબર ક્રાઇમ બહુ વીક છે, એના લોસને મજબૂત કરવાની જરૂર છે? કારણ કે જેનો ફોન આવે છે ને આપણે પાછો કરીએ છીએ ને ત્યારથી થાય તે કરે, તું મારું કઈ નથી છોડીશ એમ કરીને એવો જવાબ મળે છે ત્યાંથી. તો આપણે સાયબર લો વીક છે એને મજબૂત કરવાની.
એની માટે હું એ જ ખાસ કહીશ કે જે એરિયાની જે પ્રોક્સિમિટી હોય છે, કોઈ વ્યક્તિ ગુજરાતમાં કોઈ સાથે ફ્રોડ કરતું હોય છે તો સાયબર ક્રાઇમની સૌથી મોટી ચેલેન્જ જ એ છે કે કરવાવાળા વ્યક્તિ કોઈ જાણકારામાં હશે, દિલ્હીમાં હશે કે આપણાથી 1000 કિલોમીટર 1500 કિલોમીટર દૂર હશે. તો જ્યાં સમયમાં આપણે જો જાણકારા સિરીઝ જોઈએ છે તો ઘણો બધો આપણને આઈડિયા આવ્યો છે કે જ્યાં સુધી પોલીસ એને ટ્રેક કરે, ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ આપણી સાથે ફાઇનાન્શિયલ કોઈ ફ્રોડ થયું છે તો પોલીસને આપ રિપોર્ટ કરશો, પોલીસ બેંકની ડિટેલ્સ માંગશે. તો એવું નહીં થાય કે બેંકની ડિટેલમાં જો સાયબર ફ્રોડસ્ટર કરવાવાળો વ્યક્તિ પોતાના એકાઉન્ટમાં પૈસા લીધા હશે, એ કોઈ ફેક એકાઉન્ટમાં લીધા હશે પૈસા, કોઈ ફેક સિમ કાર્ડ યુઝ કર્યો હશે. તો પોલીસ એક આ પઝલ છે, સાયબર ક્રાઇમ ને સોલ્વ કરવું પોલીસ માટે પણ એક પઝલ છે, જે આપણે સુડોકુના અલગ અલગ પઝલ સોલ્વ કરતા હોય છે. તો એ પઝલ ને ક્રેક કરતા કરતા જ્યારે પોલીસ ફાઇનલ ઇન્ફોર્મેશન સુધી પહોંચે છે ત્યારે ઓલરેડી જે ફોનનો યુઝ થતો હોય છે કે જે સિમ કાર્ડ યુઝ થતો હોય છે તે ઓલરેડી યુઝમાં નથી હોતું, તેને લીધે પોલીસ બ્લેમ થઈ જાય છે. તો મારો પ્રશ્ન એ છે કે આપણે બીજાને બ્લેમ કરીએ કે પોલીસ વીક છે કે લોઝ વીક છે. મારી એક રિક્વેસ્ટ છે કે એ બ્લેમિંગ થી આપણે સાયબર ક્રાઇમ ના ભોગ બનતા અટકી નહીં જઈએ. આપણે અવેરનેસ રાખશું, આપણે બેઝિક થંબ રૂલ રાખશું તો ક્યારે આપણે બ્લેમ કરવાનો ક્વેશ્ચન નહીં આવે. બ્લેમ કરશું તો પણ આપણે જો ફાઇનાન્શિયલ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન નો ભોગ બન્યા છો તો બ્લેમ કરવાથી આપણે 2 લાખ કે 5 લાખ જતા રહ્યા છે પાછા નહીં આવે. તો એક બેઝિક થંબ રૂલ રાખશું તો બની શકે ત્યાં સુધી હું આપને એશ્યોર કરું છું કે 99.99% કેસીસમાં સાયબર ક્રાઇમના વિક્ટિમ નહીં થાવ જો અમે બેઝિક ટિપ્સ આપી એને ફોલો કરશું.
Thank you, sir.
Prevention is always better than cure. Thank you.
You have to be smart.
Last but not least, don't be a victim, be a responsible digital citizen. Thank you.
Dr. Yatish Lapsiwala to present to Shri Yuvrajsinh Gohil.